every morning to a world where your self-worth is not measured by your accomplishments or good deeds, but rather by the number of likes and comments on a screen. What if the mirror that you look at every day isn't reflecting your true self, but rather a different version influenced by your image on social media? Today, I want to explore how this digital world is reshaping our minds and why it's crucial for us to take a step back into reality and be aware of these dangers. For starters, social media affects our sleep schedule. The blue light shining from the screen interferes with our circadian rhythm. And our circadian rhythm is how we're able to sleep, and it affects our sleep cycle. So let's say you have a math test, and instead of taking a good amount of sleep the night before, you are on your phone on TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat, and you're just typing and scrolling away. Not only will this interfere with your test, but also it will affect your attention span for the long term, and it will reduce it, making meaningful moments like picnics or sports and binging Stranger Things and good shows less enjoyable for you. Not only that, but social media is very toxic. Whether you like it or not, people only care for themselves and not others. People spread hate not because they hate you, but rather they want to make themselves feel better. Actually, in studies, it shows that most hate is against women and their appearance, which also contributes to a lot of depression and anxiety in a lot of females. And this also contributes to cyberbullying and a lot of the attacks that many little kids are receiving and are getting from all these people. And not to mention, a lot of people are exposed to a lot of things on social media. Most apps like Snapchat or Instagram or TikTok are mainly used by children. And a lot of predators or bad individuals want to use these apps to exploit these children and take advantage of them. And that's how a lot of black markets and drug dealing and all these inappropriate content online are being used. And it's also corrupting the youth and making us dumber. Like, come on. What is Skibbity Toilet? What is Hawk Tua or Riz? Our rhetoric is getting worse by the day, and we're supposed to be the future leaders of the world. And yes, social media can help us make connections and grow our business and make commerce and communication so more efficient. But for what cost? I can recall from my freshman year, my middle school years, even beginning of my sophomore year, how anxious I was and how kind of depressed I was because I wasn't confident in myself. And I kind of felt judged by other people, especially on social media. And whenever I was trying to have a walk with God, I felt like social media was taking a lot of my time away from Him. And then whenever I started to limit my time on social media and actually realize that in order for me to have a better walk with God and affirm my self-image through His word, then I have to take time off of social media and spend time with Him. Like, everything in excess is bad for you. If you take candy, it's not necessarily is bad for you. It's pretty good. But if you take it in excess, it can be harmful. Even running, which is an exercise, if you run every day, it can be good for you. But if you run too much, it can injure your body. It's the same thing as social media. The more you are on social media, the more you're exposed to the dangers, and the more that's going to impact your life and your mental health. Not only that, we should be aware of these dangers that are happening in our life and also help others to recognize these dangers and get themselves out of it. So in conclusion, the more time you spend with God and actual things that matter in your life, the more beneficial it's going to be for you and the more successful you're going to be in your life. Thank you.